everybody, and welcome to the United Community Channel. We're back tonight with another watch along. Liverpool versus Manchester United. I won't lie, I'm scared. I am scared. United really do have their work cut out for them tonight. Massive game, I think, for both teams, really. I mean, this fixture historically has never not been a massive game, but team news just coming through the last hour or so. Let me just see. So yeah, I mean the most obvious thing that we can see straight away is United have gone with a back five, and United going to a back five tends to show their lack of capability, really. Anytime they do that, so I think it's damage limitations for them tonight. Phil Jones comes in alongside Maguire and Lindelof. I suppose it goes to show how lacking United are in terms of depth, quality players. I've nothing against Phil Jones, and he was man of the match against Wolves the last time he played before Christmas, I think, maybe. But 4 starts in 3 seasons. You're going away to probably arguably the best team in the country, if not the world, along with Man City, and he's starting. So look, we'll see how he gets on. I hope he does well. We have Matic. Matic looks like the only holding midfielder, really. I can see them playing a 1-2. So Matic as the number 6 with Pogba and Fernandes, both ahead of him. We seen last week, Paul Pogba was the only so-called central midfielder that we had that could do any bit of a defensive role. We said before the game that he needed to be super disciplined, and he wasn't, and United paid the price nearly for it. So I think Pogba is just counting down the days until the end of the season so he can get out of Manchester United, and good riddance to him, to be honest. Look, I know he was booed on the weekend, and I mean, fans are well within their rights to boo any player if they wish to, and I think United are just sick of Paul. I think United fans are just sick of Paul Pogba at this stage. I suppose he embodies everything that United have been in the last 5 years, and that's soft, inconsistent, heartless, cares more about himself than he does about the team, the club. Social media, FC is a word or a phrase that's been branded around. So, yeah, to be honest, I won't be sad to see the back of him. Wing backs then. We're looking at Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. It's a toss of a coin to see which one plays on the left. I would presume maybe Dalot will. He's played there before. I mean, I think Wan-Bissaka is bad enough with his right foot, let alone putting him on his left. So I think he'll play through. I think he'll play on the right. And then we have Anthony and Elanga and Marcus Rashford up front. So plenty of pace up front. From the offset, you're looking at United potentially playing the counter attack. It looks exactly as that's exactly how they're going to play. But you look at the Liverpool team. I mean, Liverpool basically have a full team out. Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold and Robertson are your full backs. Van Dijk and Joel Matip centre backs. Then Fabinho, Henderson and Thiago, and then the 3 main men up front. Then Sadio Mane, Mo Salah and Luis Diaz. So Liverpool are, obviously going for it. I mean, they have to go for it. They're on for a quadruple. So it's going to be an interesting game. I'm worried. I really am. Now, look, I suppose these competitions or this fixture historically, um, it's never a done thing. I suppose it's never a guarantee that the stronger team. I mean, even in United's glory days, in the 90s and 2000s, um, you were never guaranteed a victory against Liverpool in these fixtures. To be honest, I think, now I hope I'm wrong, but I think this Manchester United team, they're the closest thing to, I suppose this fixture now is the closest to a certainty in terms of a Liverpool win that it's ever been. Um, you flip it around to when United were strong, United were never guaranteed a victory against Liverpool, whether it was Old Trafford or whether it was at Anfield. And I think that's testament to, I suppose, the teams that Liverpool had. They always had, local, homegrown players who fought, dug in. Anfield is never an easy place to go. And I think United are just completely lacking the hunger, the desire, the will to fight for anything this season. So yeah, I'm worried. Um, I'm worried how it's going to go. But look, I mean, we'll see. Anything can happen. Obviously Liverpool are clear favourites, but look, we'll see what happens. If you, I think 99.99% of Man United fans, if you offer them a draw right now, would snatch it and run. So I yeah, I think our one, a big thing is, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo missing. Now, obviously, there's absolutely no reason, why he should be playing, given the tragedy that his family is after, is after having in the last 24 hours with his newborn son passing away, and condolences, to him and his family. But, I mean, I just don't see where the goals are going to come from today. If United are going to score, Alanga is young, full of energy, but I think lacks that bit of experience to be going up against a team like Liverpool in Anfield. I hope I'm wrong. I think Rashford's head is in the bin. He's just been like a sheet in the wind, like a fart in the wind. He's been all over the place, all season. I don't know if he has things going on outside of football that's affecting him, but his head is down all the time. So, but again, United. I suppose Rashford's. I don't think I never bought into the hype that Rashford was going to be the next big thing. Anyway, I think he can. I think he's potentially just a one-trick pony. We see a lot of his goals, long balls over the top or deep balls in for him to run onto with massive pace. And I think Liverpool can deal with that pace. Van Dijk can move, better than any centre back. So I just can't see where the goals are going to come from with United today. Midfield is massive today. I think that'll decide whether we can get anything out of the game or not. We seen against Norwich last Saturday, it was just abysmal. And over the last number of months and weeks and months, I suppose, the likes of Scott McTominay and Fred have come in for a lot of criticism and slack about their performances, and but I would have liked to have them in the team on last Saturday rather than Paul Pogba. United were played through so easily; they were cut asunder on I don't know how many occasions. So say what you will about McTominay and Fred, there's look, they're not going to be the long term midfield for United, I don't think, but I think I would rather have them there than Paul Pogba any day of the week. Now look, Matic is probably our best central defensive midfielder, our best CDM, by a long shot. But I mean, he's too old. I don't think he's going to be able to last 90 minutes here today. He, Scott McTominay is on the bench, but Ralph Rangnick came out and said that he's only going to be used in an emergency situation. So, I mean, if we're looking at, United's defence, obviously Jadon Sancho is there, Eric Bailly, Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, so, I don't see Bailly playing. Obviously, he's going to be very disappointed. He's a player now that I think will go in the summer. Phil Jones getting a start against Liverpool ahead of him. I can't see him staying past the summer. Jesse Lingard, done nothing against Norwich, so I don't see what he's going to do against Liverpool. Jadon Sancho, obviously, you can be sprung from the bench. Alex Telles, Scott McTominay, like you said, in an emergency, and then you have the two youth players as well, in Hannibal and Garnacho. To be honest, if things are going against us, I don't see why you shouldn't play them two players, and give them the experience of playing in Anfield in a big occasion like this. So, but yeah, I mean, look, it's going to be interesting. We're about 2 minutes away from kickoff here, so. No. Phil Jones. But yeah, I am worried. I'm worried. I think if United concede early here, I think we're in major trouble. Major trouble. I think potentially you may have Pogba in a 6 with Matic for a lot of this game as well, with maybe Bruno Fernandes just ahead. But I mean, it's a formation set up for counter attacking. So United need to be fast on the counter attack. It was laughable against Norwich last Saturday, the speed of the transition from defence to attack. And you look at Norwich were 2 or 3 times faster than Manchester United when they were breaking. So United really need to improve on that today if they're going to get anything out of this game. But again, look, I'm not optimistic. But look, I mean, the goal has to be stopping Liverpool from equaling our league tally of 20 league titles and stopping them from doing a quadruple. I don't think they will do the quadruple. I think it's near impossible, but it's that should be. I mean, every one of them Manchester United players should be under no illusion what they need to be doing tonight. They need to go out here to stop Liverpool from winning the league, and equaling our league tally. And I'd be very surprised if that wasn't mentioned in the dressing room. Okay, let's get our. Just about ready for kickoff. And we're off. Yeah, so Dalot has started left back. It does look like Pogba and Matic are playing in a 6. As two defensive midfielders with Fernandes just ahead of them. Liverpool have started their normal high tempo pressing. United seem to actually be playing they do seem to be playing a 5 at the back with 4 in the middle. Alanga seems to be playing left wing with Rashford nearly playing up front on his own. Maybe Bruno Fernandes as a number 10 just behind him. But Liverpool settling in here already to possession. You know, they are going to have the lion's share of possession here, you'd well believe, but here's Diaz. Gets a wide to Trent. Trent with a cross. Cleared by Phil Jones. Oh, Allison with cool as a cucumber. He is a very composed goalkeeper, in fairness to him. But, I mean, the majority of top goalkeepers in the world now are very good with their feet. I think that's, one of David De Gea's. I mean, you look here at David De Gea now, the opposite end. There you go. Gets the ball to his feet, kicks it out for a throw. So, there's the difference. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how Ten Hag deals with that issue over the next few years. I don't think he's going to be too happy with that. He's going to demand David De Gea's to improve. Oh, Allison again. That one was a little bit squeaky bummier than the first one, but United are closing down well, in fairness. But all Liverpool need to do really is keep possession. I mean, look, here's runners over now. Oh, Salah is in here, squares the ball to Diaz, and it's 1-0. 1-0 to Liverpool. This is not good. This is not good. Manchester United absolutely cut open down Liverpool's right hand side. Dalot again, he done it last week against Norwich, just stepping forward and leaving a lot of space behind him. But he also had no support here. Trent Alexander-Arnold plays it to Salah. And then inside to Mane. And Mane plays, and both of them run past Dalot. Oh, they've absolutely ripped through them. Alexander-Arnold and David De Gea having a go at each other after it, but Manchester United were absolutely destroyed with pace. No one following the fullbacks. Alanga lets Alexander-Arnold run all the way past him, and Alexander-Arnold runs past Dalot as well. It just goes to show, you know, the desire, the difference in desire compared to both teams. You know, Alexander Arnold just ran past three Manchester United players. But there you go. 5 minutes in, United 1 down. Exactly what we didn't want happening. Salah takes on Dalot. But again, we can see it here happening. You know, Alanga is stepping up nearly as one of the front three. But all Alexander Arnold is doing is sitting in the pocket right behind him, and he's leaving Dalot exposed 2-on-1. So yeah, I mean United are they're basically playing a 4-5-1. Dalot's playing left full. Lindelof is nearly playing right full, with Wan-Bissaka right midfield. That's a lovely touch now from the Liverpool fans as well. It really is a classy. So Manchester United fans have been applauding in the 7th minute for Ronaldo losing his son, and the entire Anfield are on their feet applauding as well. Classy touch. You have to hold your hands up. Well done to Liverpool. Touch of class. You know, we're rivals at the end of the day, and you know the clubs don't like each other, but you know some things just transcend football. So, you know, well done to Liverpool. That was a classy touch. But Liverpool settling in, looking comfortable now. It looks like Jesse Lingard is going to come on here. Obviously someone must be injured, but I don't see anyone moving with too much discomfort. Dalot does well there against Mo Salah. He's going to have his hands full tonight. Again, Rashford giving the ball away. I mean, if you're going to be playing up front on your own, Rashford, you're going to have to hold the ball up and give us a break. Here's Paul Pogba being substituted. And again, there is boos from who we don't know, but so yeah, Paul Pogba off with Jesse Lingard on. I mean, what does that mean now in terms of shape? Bruno Fernandes seems to be dropped back into the 6 with Lingard just ahead. I mean, this is not going to be easy. Here's Mo Salah again down the right. Wins a corner off Dalot. Mo Salah is looking sharp tonight. Corner to Liverpool here. I mean, Jesse Lingard should not be marking Virgil van Dijk. That's for sure. Cleared by Phil Jones. Phil Jones has won a couple of headers. Thiago, the ball back into Diaz. Looping header. Roof of the net. I mean, there's David De Gea again. I know it's not just David De Gea, but a long kick and gives a throw to Liverpool. You know, a long goal kick. I mean, it just goes to show United's lack of composure, even looking for the ball. Now, look, obviously, I know Liverpool do press up very high, but I mean, you can now receive the ball in the 6-yard box. Here's Alexander Arnold with a cross. It's cleared by Lindelof. I mean, look, United they're trying to be as compact as possible here, but everything is coming down their left. Liverpool's right. Dalot is going to be very tired after this game, because Liverpool seem to be trying to get everything to Mo Salah, and why wouldn't they? So, and him and Alexander Arnold are linking up very well. That's where you need to be winning the ball, because and then United give it away. I mean, so Andy Robertson wins the ball. Now, in fairness to him, when he gets the ball, he goes. He just goes. And if United can win that ball, if he plays it into the likes of Mane, he does, Robertson does leave space behind him. So, it is an area that United should be looking to exploit. But again, I mean, whether they have the will, hunger, or desire to do that is another question. United have been sloppy in possession though the last, for the first 13 and a half minutes. There has been a number of unforced errors. Now, look, Liverpool are one of the best pressing teams in the world, so you can understand losing possession to a press, but there has been a couple of unforced errors already as well. But yeah, Liverpool comfortable enough here again in possession. I mean, they're biding their time. They're looking for gaps within the United team. So. But again, Liverpool win back possession easily. There's Thiago now on the ball, gives it to Mane, who stands up. Jones wins a corner. I mean, Liverpool do look dangerous on their attacks. But again, Liverpool win back possession easily. So corner to Liverpool here. Robertson is going to take it deep to the back post, and a free shot there from Fabinho. Liverpool retain possession, get it back out to Robertson on the left. Him and Diaz now. Robertson makes the run to the end line, gets a cross in, and cleared by Lindelof. But yeah, I mean, United are United are sitting back very deep. I mean, Liverpool are pressing, and majority of their possession is within United's half. But yeah, I mean, but we said it before. I mean, early goal is exactly what United didn't need. But again, there's a very unforced error there by Dalot, giving possession back to Liverpool. Liverpool nearly getting through there, but yeah, I mean, giving the ball away again. Ball comes to Diaz on the edge of the box. Lindelof can't sort his feet out. Comes out to Fabinho. And Thiago gets it wide again to Trent. And Elanga comes back with a header and gives away a corner from outside the box. United are all over the place here. They're absolutely all over the place. Someone needs to get them together here and settle them down. They're all over the place. I mean, Liverpool have them for the taking here if they want them. It's going to need someone here to pull this team together and just, get them into some kind of a shape. Because United are here for the taking at the moment. If Liverpool sees on these opportunities. Corner now. And cleared at the near post. Yeah, United give away another corner. United are nervy, they're edgy, they're scared nearly. So I just, at the moment, I can't see this going any other way than a convincing win for Liverpool. Corner now by Robertson. Good header away by Maguire. Henderson with a volley hits it over. I mean, Liverpool are dominating this game, really. But it's the United seem to be doing their usual thing now that we've seen over the last 18 months, where regardless of how fast or slow they start, they settle into this lethargic, uninterested style of play where they're basically just going through the motions. But it's going to take a lot for United to even come close to even getting a chance here. I mean, it's just. But yeah, Anyone in the chat, feel free to leave your comments. Hit a like on the video. We've just started these watch-alongs now, and we intend to do them for the remainder of the season, and just kind of get the show on the road for next season. And we're going to be doing a lot of United news videos as well, midweek and things like that. So yeah, feel free to tune in. Oh, and here's Salah, 2-0 to Liverpool. Oh. This is going to be another 5-0. Easily. Oh, it's an unbelievable goal. I mean, there really isn't much United could do there. It's an absolute world-class goal. Mane with the final ball to Salah is just absolute salubrious. But the ball is played in. There's like a 3 or 4 man pass, one touch on the edge of the box, finished by Mo Salah. It's absolutely unbelievable. And that picture says it all. Bruno Fernandes with his hands on his head. United stunned. But are we really stunned? Were we expecting anything less? Giving the ball away, slow to press. Just, two completely different teams. And Sir Alex in the stand has the face on him like he did the 5-0. I mean, here we go. Fans with hands covering their face. I mean, just Robertson with a cross. Goes out for a goal kick. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a group of players with such a lack of appetite. It's heartbreaking to see as a United fan, but there's no hunger, there's no fight, there's no enthusiasm, there's no desire, and Liverpool are in again here. United can't get out of their own half, let alone create an opportunity. Liverpool are rampant here. Liverpool are so sharp though. So sharp. But United on the other hand are just wasteful. Let me update the score here. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to be updating it more than once for the remainder of the game, somehow or another. Well done, Phil Jones. That's about fucking time someone fucking done something like that. Phil Jones comes out, ball played in, and he comes out, wins the ball, and smashes. I don't know who he smashed. One of the Liverpool players, anyway. A bit of fucking fight and hunger. So Pete, the rest of them wouldn't fucking follow suit. This is a nothing team, this Manchester United team. There's nothing to him. Well done, Alanga. No one in there, a bit heavy cross. At least he's trying. He's taking on Alexander. And look at that. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, boy. You could have two Bissaka and he still wouldn't be good enough for fucking United. Useless. Oh, De Gea. You got lucky there, son. De Gea comes out to clear the ball again. Hits it short to Alexander Arnold, who tries to lob him, but it comes to nothing in the end, really. But Liverpool are tying with Manchester United here. One touch football. You know, triangles. United are embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Mane on the edge of the box. Gets it wide to Diaz. This is going to be another 4 or 5-0 result again. Easily. I don't know what you guys think. Anyone watching, let us know in the chat. But this is just, I don't know. I can't see it going any other way. I mean, there's nothing really to commentate on here. Liverpool just keeping possession, easily. Manchester United are chasing shadows, and they have been now for 30 minutes. Paul Pogba sitting on the bench. I'd say he couldn't fucking wait to get off the pitch. I'm so sick of him. What did he last? 8 minutes? Fucking fraud. Here's Salah now again, one-on-one with Dalot. Dalot does well to get a block in. De Gea cleans up. What a pass by Thiago out to Salah. I mean, Thiago is absolutely running the midfield. He's bossing it there. I mean, look, we have Van Dijk now who's attacking, linking up with midfield and trying to get in for a shot. I mean, how embarrassing does it have to get for these players? Liverpool have extra numbers all over the field. United are slow to close down. Here's Diaz now. He's one-on-one with Lindelof. Squares it. And Phil Jones does well to cover the front post with a block. He looks like he's trying to get his breath back. Liverpool with another corner. He would have had good odds on over, maybe 13, 14 corners in this game. I'm pretty sure Liverpool have had 6 or 7 already. There's only half an hour gone. Great ball in. Good header actually by Harry Maguire to clear. What a ball though, in fairness. I mean, he puts it into the 6-yard box with just whip and dip. Maguire does well. Another corner to Liverpool though. Another great ball in. De Gea with the punch clear. Comes out to Henderson, who puts another ball back in. Van Dijk with the header. And Mane. Oh, De Gea gets a touch. Has to spill it. And United get the free out. I think it was an offside in the end, but... So let's see. Henderson with the cross. Van Dijk with the header back. Yeah, Mane is offside, but he kind of spins on it. But... hits the ball up into the air. De Gea's kind of going down and tries to keep the ball, but eventually he does in the end, but it's free out for offside. But De Gea catches the ball and is falling into the goal and has to throw the ball back out again. That's a corner. So United get their first corner. Wan-Bissaka went one-on-one with Van Dijk, who made a good tackle, but it ran all the way to the end line for a corner. So, I mean, if United are going to get anything out of this game, it's situations like this, corners, free kicks, set pieces, because we literally haven't created a chance since the game started in 33 minutes, 33 and a half minutes. Fernandes with the corner, Maguire with the header back across. Too many Liverpool players reading the second ball. Ball eventually ends up in Alisson's feet. Alisson with a quick kick to Diaz. What a ball! Diaz plays the ball across to Salah. Oh, Matic done well to recover. Bruno again taking too much out of the ball, getting closed down by Thiago. Gives the ball away again. And here's Mane. Phil Jones does well. Here's Fabinho. Oh, tap in for Diaz. Surely he's offside. He is offside. Fuck. It'll be checked. But it all stems from Bruno Fernandes giving the ball away, taking too much out of it like he always does, looking for a fucking 50-yard ball when all he needs to do is maybe a little 1-2 and 10-yard 1-2. But he is offside. You know what I mean? VAR checks and it is offside. But United are living so dangerously here. I mean, this can be another 5-0 if they're not careful. Because Liverpool are not letting up. You know, usually, you see with a lot of teams going 2-0 up after, 20 minutes, 30 minutes that, normally you would see teams taking their foot off the pedal, but Liverpool haven't here. They've kept their knee on the back of United's neck here, and they're looking to go for the jugular really. Mane on the edge of the box, links with Diaz, trying to get a shot off. I mean, I don't get that offside rule. I mean, that was a good 20 seconds after Mane was offside. The ball had to come back in the opposite direction before the referee put up his flag. I just don't get it. I mean, if it's a clear and obvious offside like that, just put the fucking flag up. But all of United's I mean, there we go again. Look, United giving the ball away, putting it out for throw. All of United's passes are forced passes. You know, ball in the air going from centre back to full back. I mean, why? It's obvious that no one is showing through the midfield, and Liverpool are smothering us out. But United are too afraid, too fucking shit to try and recycle the ball and keep possession. But Fernandez over the top to Lingard, just goes out for a goal kick. Nothing. Bullshit passing. Three players around him and he tries to play a 40-yard ball over the top rather than keeping possession and taking the pressure off your defence. Phil Jones is blowing out of his fucking hole. I mean, I feel sorry for him in a way to be, his fourth start in 3 years and he's put in against this Liverpool team. He's going to be in a full body cast in the morning. I don't know. Yeah, so but yeah, Liverpool here at the moment just comfortable keeping possession, probing, looking for opportunities. I've just noticed one thing as well. I mean, lovely ball in to Henderson, who gets a white hand to Andrew Robertson, or Andy Robertson. Fabinho gets it away to Salah. But yeah, I noticed one thing with Maguire. I've been watching the United backline, and when United do, maybe gain possession and try and move up the field a little bit, Maguire is gone out of the back four. He literally steps up into midfield without bringing the rest of the back four with him. I just don't understand it. He literally just puts the boot down and is gone and leaves everyone behind him. I mean, and you wonder why there's so much space left behind him all of the time. Not only is he getting sucked out trying to mark players, but he just heads for the fucking hills as soon as United gain possession. He's a captain there. He's supposed to be in charge of not only the defence but the team, and he's not calling his defence out with him. He's a fucking fridge. I mean, they're just carving United apart. Them little one touch passes around the midfield, just around the corner, like Fabinho is zipping a ball into Henderson, who's, just one touching it around the corner into the likes of Diaz or Mane, and it's just ripping Manchester United apart. I mean, they're just being played through so easily. I don't know. I mean, like, there's some players trying and some players not. I mean, there was a great example of that. You know, Bruno Fernandes is playing across a four in the middle of the park. He breaks his line to go and close down one of the Liverpool centre halves because Rashford is standing there and not closing down anybody. You know, and you wonder why we're losing our shape all the time. It's certain players not putting in the work. Liverpool then gain the ball. They all press as a team, they attack as a team, and they win a corner. It's a simple game, complicated by idiots. Here's Rashford's chance now. He could have potentially been offside, but he gets in. He is in one-on-one. Ball played all the way over the top, but his first touch is not good enough, and it runs through to Alisson easily. Now look, it's not an easy one. I don't see why he tries to take it with the outside of his right foot or his toe, where he should take it with the inside of his left. And that would automatically bring him across the defender and take the defender out of the play because he wouldn't be able to challenge him. Small things like that, really. Jesse Lingard, another one that I can't wait to go. Liverpool on the attack here. Ball pinballing around United's box, eventually cleared by Dalot. But again, Liverpool retain possession. No challenge by United. No real pressure. Liverpool are just tying with United, really. But yeah, if you're watching, smash a like on the video, guys. Leave a comment as well. Let us know what you're thinking, if you're following the game, or what you think about United or Liverpool. Yeah, much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, look, yeah, absolute joke. Like, long ball from Alisson, headed down by Lindelof, and who's there? Two Liverpool players, and a United player not within maybe 15 yards. It's a joke. Absolute joke. It just comes down to, nothing short of a bit of desire. And United just don't have this. They're just a fucking joke. No one showing for the ball here again. De Gea with a big long kick up top, to Anthony Elanga, who's, probably 5'9" max, coming up against Van Dijk and Matip. I mean, what's the fucking point? What's the point? But look, I mean, what more were we really expecting? I was hoping coming to Anfield that there'd be a bit of hunger, a bit of fight. I wasn't expecting anything out of the result. I was just hoping for a half decent performance, a bit of heart. But so far, we haven't got a bit of it. I mean, Maguire, you fucking fridge. Big long ball again, playing to Elanga, expecting him to be able to control it. Out for a throw for Liverpool. It's been a tough first half. It's been a very tough first half to watch. Oh, wait, now Rashford's in. No, he's not. Alisson off his line like a fucking gazelle. He's a brilliant keeper. Half time, 2-0 to Liverpool. And United. Dull. Absolute dull. Dire. Disgraceful. Dull, dire, and disgraceful. What more can you say? Anyone there watching, guys, feel free to leave a comment there at half time. Let me know what you're thinking. We'll have a chat about it. Smash a like on the video as well. But what more can we say that hasn't been said? I mean, dire first half. Soft, heartless, cowards. I mean, should we have to say any more? Again, probably Phil Jones is probably our best player so far. Only reason being is he's after showing a bit of heart, a bit of guts. I think he came out and smashed Diaz in a tackle cleanly, but he's the only one that's done that. United, other than that, have been under the thumb. They've just, Liverpool have tied with them, like literally tied with them. Midfield is non-existent. Matic is trying, he is trying, but I mean he's 56 now at this stage, so he'll be getting the bus pass for the pension before he leaves Manchester United at the end of the season. But he's trying. He just has no support. United's the distance between Manchester United's defence, midfield, and then midfield and attack is so big, and it's allowing certain players within Liverpool, just to drop into them pockets. Alexander-Arnold is doing it between the attack and the midfield, and sometimes between the midfield and the defence. But then we have Fabinho is basically just sitting as a 6, pivoting. He's whipping balls into the likes of Henderson and Thiago, who in turn are just maybe 1 and 2 touch little balls around the corner. Just, and because United are so far apart in terms of their lines, they're just being cut asunder. But in saying that, then as well, no one has come out or no one that I've seen on the pitch has tried to get them together to say, no, let's close up that gap, because if we close up the gap, we won't have to close the space as much. It just, there's no leaders there, there's no communication. It's been a shocking first half from United, and I wasn't hoping for too much out of the result, like we said, during the first half there, but I was hoping for a lot more out of the performance. I know we're never going to match Liverpool at the moment for, in terms of talent and performance and into that, but the heart and the desire just wasn't there. It was evident to see, and if we come out like that in the second half again, Liverpool again are just going to pick us apart. But Liverpool don't have to do anything else now, for the rest of the game. Liverpool are comfortable enough that they can just come out and just play. They can lower the gear or two. I don't think they're that type of team. I don't think they do that too often. But yeah, they can come out. They can just keep possession, make a few substitutions. This Manchester United team are not going to threaten. They're not going to threaten at all. So I just I don't know. Whoop. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. We'll be right back. Apologies, I don't have this set up in time, but yeah, be right back, guys. We're back, guys. Thanks to anyone who's held on there. Now, But I'm looking forward to hearing what Roy Keane has to say. I don't think he's going to be happy. But, you know, what can United really do here? You know, in terms of maybe players to come on from the bench. There isn't any. This is the kind of situation now where I would say, like we said before the game, that if you're looking at being a couple of goals down like this, give these two kids a run, Garnacho and Hannibal. It will stand so much to them. You know, playing at Anfield in a big game like this at whatever ages they are. I think they're only 18 or 19, whatever ages they are, even younger. Why not? We have nothing left to lose. They would probably have more heart and desire and hunger than, 90% of the players on the pitch. So I don't see why we shouldn't. And to be honest, I don't see why Ranić hasn't given them games already. I mean, he continues to play players that are not going to be here next year. Some of them don't even want to be here. Right, Jesse Lingard is leaving for, game time. He's not good enough, you know what I mean, obviously, but the likes of Paul Pogba, why is he playing? Why is he starting for Manchester United when he's made it clear that he's going to leave the club again a second time for free? You're not playing, you decide you're not renewing your contract, fine. Sit in the bench, and give a young lad a game that's and a young lad for the future, and something that, and then that's something like that is really going to stand to a young player like that. So that's my thought on it. So Sancho is on and he takes off Phil Jones, the one player who played with a bit of fire in his belly. I don't know. Let's just get this 45 minutes over and done with. Just went on the referee here. He seems to have some technical issues with his communication pack, or looks like he's going to have to go off here and get a new one. Ranić looks like he looks like a man that just has enough as well, and I think he can't wait to leave. And look at that Pogba, he's just a fraud. He just boils my blood every time I see him. But yeah, Ranić just looks like a man who's ready to go. I think he's sick of these players, and I think it's only his professionalism and his class really that's stopping him from coming out and letting the world know what he thinks of these players. And you know what, I think he should, but he never will. But you can guarantee one fucking thing: he'll be telling Ten Hag, and he'll tell them, what players are on board, what players are snakes, what players are, gutless. So yeah, let us know what you think, guys, in the chat. Smash a like on the video as well if you're watching along. It helps the channel out. Just waiting on the referee here for the second half. He has some issue with his communication pack or his microphone or something. So probably something to do with VAR as well, or. Referee is back on now to large cheers from Anfield. But yeah, Jadon Sancho is on for Phil Jones. So United go back to their standard back four. It looks like Wan-Bissaka is going to be playing left full with Maguire, Lindelof and Dalot as the other three. Elanga has gone to the right with Sancho on the left. Matic, Bruno and Lingard with Rashford up front. So again, not major changes, but we just seem to be gone back to that 4-2-3-1 or 4-5-1 more than likely. But I mean, United have nothing to lose here. I don't see why they shouldn't come out. I mean, they've been heavily beaten 5-0 before, and they laid down and took it. So I would rather United, lose 5-0 here today, but actually have a go and maybe get hit on the counter attack a few times by Liverpool, but not just to lie down now and take this 2-0 win or this 2-0 defeat. I think that would just be criminal. So far in the first half they've done that, but United just need to come out now and take a risk and just, try. I mean, if United can get one goal back, who knows what could happen. But again, wishful thinking and all, but Here's Alanga now, gets to the byline and wins a corner. So, well done to Alanga there. It's going to be interesting to see how Liverpool do come out. Are they going to be lethargic? Are they going to be dead? But it's getting a bit heated here early on. Couple of challenges going in. Liverpool don't get one in United's half, and then United go down and get one in Liverpool's half. So yeah, Jesse Lingard wins the ball. It's a perfect tackle. Robertson goes down screaming like he always does. So free kick here to United halfway into Liverpool's half. Looks like Bruno's going to be swinging it into the box here. Liverpool with a high line. Again, no one attacking it. Ball comes out to Matic on the left. And the cross is cleared by Van Dijk. Klopp is going ballistic on the sideline. He's absolutely snapping at Van Dijk. It was I think it was for the bit of lax play that Van Dijk done that caused the free kick. He gave a little kind of lazy pass into Robertson, which in turn gave away a free kick. Again, Liverpool back in possession here. Yeah, I mean, you can see it here again. Thiago for Liverpool, he's sitting in between the two lines, between the back four and the midfield four, and he's just playing the channels. He's looking for balls off of Fabinho. Fabinho's job is really coming out from defence or taking the ball from the defence, opening his body and looking for Thiago in them channels, which is opening Manchester United up, but United do well to win the ball back here. Matic plays the ball out to Dalot. Dalot with a strained pass up to Lingard, who's never going to reach it. And Liverpool are in possession again. Again, United sloppy in possession. Liverpool taking a lot more care of the ball. But obviously, United are not pressing Liverpool the same way that they're pressing us. But I mean, regardless of who you're playing and who you're playing against, regardless of the two teams, a 2-0 lead is a dangerous lead. Regardless of whether it's Liverpool or City or whoever it is, if United could somehow get one goal back, it would be interesting to see how Liverpool react to it. But yeah, if you're watching along, guys, get involved in the chat there. Maybe leave a chat. We'll see what you guys think, and smash a like on the video as well. It helps out the channel. I really would appreciate it. Here's Salah now. I guess the ball stuck under his feet. Breaks to Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool just recycling possession again. Patient, left to right, waiting for their opportunities. Liverpool are comfortable here again. United had a maybe 2 or 3 minute spell there at the very start of the second half, but Liverpool again, like any good team, weathered what little of a storm it was, got their foot in the ball again, and have been keeping possession ever since. There's just no options up there. I mean, Alanga gets the ball on the right wing. Rashford is 50, 60 yards away from him through the middle and doesn't show for it. In turn, Alanga has to go back to Dalot, who just lumps the ball clear, gives the possession back to Liverpool. Maguire with the header back to De Gea. Liverpool, yeah, like we said, they're controlling this game very well. They're comfortable. The job Jurgen Klopp has done really has been phenomenal. I wouldn't say on a shoestring budget, but nowhere near the budget that the likes of Man City have had, and to do what he's done has just been unreal. I mean, there's the fight in that Manchester United team now. So the play was basically stopped for Mane, and Thiago basically grabs Bruno Fernandes and throws him to the floor. Sorry, not Thiago. Fabinho grabs Bruno Fernandes and throws him to the floor, and that one Manchester United player comes in to protect Bruno Fernandes. Just a shower of fucking soft players. I mean, the opposite there, you see Henderson catches Sancho on the back of the head, sore one, and he doesn't even acknowledge him. And rightly so, he shouldn't. He's not there to, pat the opposition players on the back and make sure they're okay and help them up off the ground. He's there to win at all costs, and that's the way it should be. And that's what United, this United team lacks so heavily. Sancho makes a run. He's squared up to Alexander-Arnold one-on-one here. Alexander-Arnold easily enough with the clearance, but United retain possession again. Wan-Bissaka comes out with it. United win a free kick about 15 yards outside Liverpool's box. So United are showing a little bit of life. They're starting to string one or two passes together. I mean, it's good to see Sancho actually trying to get in behind, looking for them passes. I mean, we didn't see any of that in the first half. He does need to do better when he's one-on-one with Alexander-Arnold, but, he's pushed off the ball very easily there. But free kick, very central for United here, about 15 yards outside the box. What the fuck was that? Bruno Fernandes just kicks the ball back to Alisson. Here you go, you have it, son. We don't want it. We don't know what to do with it. We're fucking a shower of numpties. Dalot's caught in possession too easily there. Elanga's... Oh, Jesse, give him a chance. Elanga's done well second half. He's looked lively. He wants to get on the ball. He's trying his 1-2s. There he goes. He wins the ball back again. Gets no help off of Dalot though. I wouldn't be surprised if Ranić, went through him at halftime. Really took it out on him because, whatever he's after doing seems to have worked a little bit. They're showing a little bit more hunger, but again, Liverpool's quality is just keeping the ball away from Manchester United. But yeah, thanks for joining in, guys. Feel free to leave a chat. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game or United and Liverpool in general, and smash a like on the video there as well. It helps out the channel a ton. Liverpool keeping possession here again pretty easily. Anytime United have a spell of attacking or attacks or possession in general, Liverpool just tend to weather whatever kind of storm it is and get back on the ball, keep possession, kill any momentum United tend to have. Liverpool on the attack here now with Thiago on the edge of the box. Comes to Diaz on the left. Plays it back to Fabinho. Oh, something's happened on the edge of the box here now between Maguire and Henderson. Henderson has gone down holding his ankle. I'd say VAR will have a look at this, but it's a throw to Manchester United. It's not like Henderson to stay down, but No, it's. I don't think it's malicious by Maguire. There's not too much in it, but it is a sore one. He steps on the Achilles of Henderson as they're both running across the box, but I can't. I wouldn't. I'd be very surprised if any things would if anything would come of this. It looked more of an accident, and I mean, who are we fucking kidding? Harry Maguire has a mistake like that in him. He is quite clumsy, you know. He's just a big fridge, really, and you know, fridges are hard to move and get out of the way. Here's Salah. Wan-Bissaka cleans up. Oh, so Fabinho slips now, and we have Sanchez on the counter attack here. Squares it to Lingard, who in turn squares it to Elanga. Elanga has a shot, and it's blocked by Thiago. It's wasteful from United again. But it comes back to Sancho again on the left. He's getting some joy out here. Well, the ball is coming to him, but played into Elanga, to Fernandez, back to Elanga. Oh, it's kind of pinballing around in the box, but United can't do anything with it. But United are definitely in the ascendancy here. Sancho has done very well. Oh, he slips in Elanga or Rashford, and Elanga. Offside. Don't be getting me hopes up like that. He looks onside. That goal would have stood, although it wasn't a goal. Alisson made a good save, but it was a tame effort by Rashford. Oh. That's very good out of Matic. He's just composed on the ball. But that United you need to have more of that. You know, they just need to be composed on the ball. Liverpool are going to press fast and high. You just need to try and play out through their lines. But Liverpool have certainly gone off the boil here. I mean, you know, the chances second half have been mainly for United, but you know, 20 minutes gone, we're nearly halfway through the second half. Rashford does well there. I mean, you want to see more of that, you know. He gives the fucking ball away. You want to see more of that, you know, tracking back, hassling, harrying. But United certainly looking a lot improved compared to the first half. But yeah, again, like we said previously, Liverpool weathering the storm, settling into rhythm of possession, and just trying to kill the momentum United create. But Sancho is getting a lot of joy out here on this left wing. A lot of possession going out to him, but I mean, he doesn't have a lot of support in with Wan-Bissaka. But United sloppy in possession again there now. Liverpool are on the attack here. It's 4-on-4. Luis Diaz on the left. Squares it to Mane, who shoots, and it's 3-0. There's the difference. There is the difference. United just caught. But given all of United's hard work here in the second half to try and get back into the game, it comes back again to just unforced errors, sloppy decisions. Lindelof giving the ball into Elanga. Elanga doesn't do enough to hold on to possession. United all over the place at the back. All over the place at the back. Andy Robertson does brilliant to nick it off of Elanga. No one really closing Diaz down. I mean, he has all the space in the world. Ball comes into the centre of the box to Mane. No one within 5 or 6 yards of him. Harry Maguire again, a big fucking fridge. Can't move. And Mane just has an easy left-footed finish into the bottom right-hand corner. Easy for United, or easy for Liverpool. That's game over. Bruno Fernandes puts Rashford in behind. Again, takes too much out of the ball. Does nothing with it. Loses possession. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. So Luis Diaz comes off for Diogo Jota, and all 3 of Liverpool's attacking players have scored. I don't think United have had a shot, really, have we? Let me check the statistics here. United have had 2 shots, 1 on target and 1 was blocked. Liverpool have had 10. Brian Dargan is in the chat. Well, Brian, what's the crack with you? I hope you're not drinking too much Guinness. But yeah, Liverpool back in possession. United are a joke, really. Nice game over here now. I mean, like we said before the game, United players are just walking. No enthusiasm to close down the ball. Like we said before the game now, this is the kind of situation now where I'd be giving these two young lads a run, Garnacho and Hannibal. Absolutely nothing to lose. Give them a bit of experience and get them out on the pitch. We might as well lose 5-0. What do I think Norwich's chances are next season? Chances for what? Staying up? Or I think they'll be doing well again to stay up. Oh no, they're going down already, sure, sorry. Liverpool are in again here. One touch football by Liverpool is just unreal, to be honest. My fantasy, I haven't done fantasy football in about 6 months because my first 3 or 4 weeks were so bad that I just gave up straight away. So I forgot to change the score. I did, Brian. Apologies about that. I always forget to change the score. Let me change it here now. Thanks for that timely input into the chat there. Helps the algorithm, I suppose, you know. All the chats, more the merrier. Make sure you smash a like on the video as well, Brian, if you're going to be putting all these chats in. It helps the channel out a ton. Henderson with a crossfield ball here to Jota. Plays it back to Mane. United get the numbers around him. Now, United have a chance to counter-attack here now, but again, looks slow. Too easy. Recovery from Liverpool is just lightning quick. And Robertson smashes Elanga with a tackle. I mean, it's the difference, you know. I mean, Liverpool 3-0 up. Andy Robertson loses possession and sprints back as if his life depends on it and wins the ball back. You know, it's the difference between these two teams at the moment. Well, in the last 2 years, 3 years, you know. And to be honest with you, Ten Hag has his work cut out for him. Yeah, possession back with Liverpool, and they're looking comfortable again. Sorry guys, we forgot to start the timer as well, so I'm gonna start it here on 30 minutes. Yeah, so, but yeah, I mean, Fernandez still trying these 50-yard Hollywood passes, you know, that just really don't do anything. And then jogs after Jota to try and win the ball back. United walking around the pitch. Marcus Rashford just doesn't want to know. Bruno Fernandes is walking. Elanga is walking. Here's Mane on the edge of the box. A nice ball to Sancho. Ah, Jesus, Mary and fucking Joseph. Sancho, with the outside of the right foot, puts the ball straight into Alisson's hands. I mean, It just goes to show how wasteful United are. Bruno Fernandes loses the ball and instantly complains to the referee. Liverpool camped on the edge of Manchester United's box here again. And Thiago's just been unbelievable in the middle of the park for Liverpool tonight. It's like he's just been playing a game of ball out in his back garden with his kids. He's just been absolutely phenomenal. Just dropping into them little pockets all night, dictating the tempo of the game. He's just a quality player. Here's Robertson again. I mean, he's like the fucking Energizer Bunny on that left-hand side. He just doesn't stop. And he's in again here now to the end line. Squares the ball. Deflected out for a corner. Thiago goes off to a rousing reception, standing ovation by the entire of Anfield. And to be honest, he deserves it. He's been man of the match tonight. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, he's absolutely dominated and an unbelievable signing. And gets a hug off Klopp. Deserves it. United in possession here. Who cares really, I suppose. I mean, Ranić and his assistants there with Darren Fletcher, just three of them talking to each other. I mean, probably asking each other what we're going to do now. Yeah, it's sad to see really, but I mean it's this result is well deserved for Liverpool, and this result is deserved. United deserve this result. Ranić, they're showing a replay there of Mane's goal, and Ranić is absolutely going mental on the sideline, and he should be. Just United are all over the place, absolutely all over the place. You know, no communication, no shape, nothing, no fight, no hunger. Shower of fucking frauds. United fans are all but gone, basically, behind that goal. And do you really blame him? To be honest, I mean, it's just another terrible performance. Come on, Matic. Mane now. He has Keita on the overlap. Oh, just a bit wide to him. Drives him wide. But again, Liverpool, you know, just go back with the ball, keep possession, regroup. United again, strolling, walking around. No real pressure on the ball. It's been easy for Liverpool tonight. Very easy. And now here's Hannibal getting a go. Coming on for Elanga. But it's good to see the young lad getting a run like that, whether it'd be for, he'd probably get 10 minutes, but I think he should have been on earlier. I think as soon as the third goal went in, they should have brought him on. I think this is his second appearance in the Premier League for United. Linesman waving his flag there. Someone left a stud in. Here's Matic now on the ball. Sancho. Be interesting to see what happened to Jesse Lingard there by Naby Keita. Didn't look too clean, but VAR have checked, and I don't see too much wrong with it. But here's Salah. Oh, you fucking cheeky Egyptian. He's a genius. United are embarrassed. Absolutely embarrassed. One ball through the middle. Salah in one touch. Dinks it over De Gea. Embarrassing. Harry Maguire with a poor pass out to Hannibal, who in turn loses it. Diogo Jota plays a lovely ball through the lines to Salah, and it looks like Wan-Bissaka gets a block on it, like he usually does. Does he? He does. He gets a block on it and it loops over De Gea. But Manchester United, disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful performance. Absolute light years apart, these two teams are. And by the looks of it, that's not going to change anytime soon. Embarrassing. Now I better change the score before anyone gives out. Liverpool just haven't stopped, really. I mean, like, it can't just be fitness. It can't just be fitness. You know, heart, hunger, desire, none of it is there. Um, on top of no quality, just no quality, wasteful in possession, just slow in their press. They don't even press. Mane is in here again. Oh, De Gea drives him wide. Liverpool could easily get another goal here before the end. Easily. Sancho plays the ball ahead to Rashford now, who squares up Matip. But again, like, look, Rashford, I mean, he's fucking useless. A good man, Hannibal. About time someone smashed into someone. And he gets a yellow card for it. But you know what? He's fucking dead right. Jordan Henderson has been going around there and he's been putting the boot into 2 or 3 players, into Bruno Fernandes, and no one is giving it back to him. And a fucking 18-year-old coming on and doing it. And players around him there should be ashamed of themselves. That it's a young lad like that goes in and does it. It should have been done fucking an hour ago. That's a disgraceful challenge as well by Naby Keita on Jesse Lingard. He should have been sent off for it. Fernandes leaves it in on Alexander-Arnold. I mean, it's no good now, you fucking wasters, trying to make it look like you have a bit of heart and a bit of fight. Where was it an hour ago? But yeah, I mean, come on now, Hannibal. You want to ease up now, buddy. You're going to get yourself sent off here. Someone needs to put their arm around him now. Fuck off, Henderson, you numpty, yeah. He did. He left it in late there now again, and, someone needs to put their arm around him and get a hold of him. The last thing this young lad needs now is to be sent off in Anfield. But he's showing a bit of something, in fairness to him. And it takes a fucking 18-year-old to come on and do it. It just goes to show how disgraceful this Manchester United squad are. When an 18-year-old has to come on and put the boot in and show a bit of fight and hunger. Anyway, 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes left of 3 minutes added on. So Liverpool again just keeping possession here. But it's been easy for Liverpool. I mean, let's not try and gloss it over or anything. United have been absolutely pathetic and don't deserve to get out of this game. Liverpool have coasted. They've been easy. They haven't been under pressure. United, I think, have only had one shot. Well done, Hannibal. Again, putting in a good tackle. But yeah, I mean, I don't see why for the rest of the season, the young players shouldn't be blooded in. You see the fight and the hunger that young Hannibal Mabry has had since he came on. Right, he's been a bit foolish in terms of could have potentially been sent off. But Salah is in here again. Oh, great tackle by Wan-Bissaka. But yeah, I don't see why these young players shouldn't be bred in, and given an opportunity between now and the end of the season, because there's absolutely nothing in this squad, nothing in terms of fight, hunger, desire, and quality. So just give the young lads a go. Absolutely nothing to lose. I don't think we're going to get top four anyway. So just give the young lads a go. Because this fucking squad and these bunch of absolute prima donnas, entitled fucking, they just don't deserve to be in this team and in this club. So give the young lads a go. And there's the final whistle. Liverpool course to an easy 4-0 win. And United, hang your heads in shame. Hang your heads in shame. But yeah, I suppose quick overview on players before we finish up. 1 to 11, I mean, why bother? I mean, David De Gea, again has... I mean, there wasn't much he could have done with any of the goals, but David De Gea's lack of ability with the ball at his feet is just so obvious. Fullbacks, Dalot and Wan-Bissaka showed nothing really going forward. Dalot had his hands full massively with Mo Salah, but still nothing. I mean, that defense is just so all over the place. It's not even funny. Lindelof and Maguire, no cohesion between them. There doesn't seem to be any organising. They're all over the place. Midfield, Paul Pogba, just leave the club now. You know what I mean? He should never play for this club again. He shouldn't get any more game time, regardless of how severe his injury is or not. I don't know. Just time to go, and don't come back a third time. Bruno Fernandes, nothing. Wasteful, long balls, bitching, moaning, throwing his arms up in the air. No leadership. Matic done as much as he could. Matic is, like we said, is in his 50s nearly at this stage probably. And was never going to be able to deal with the onslaught from Liverpool on his own. Up front then, Rashford, again, nothing from Rashford. Absolutely atrocious in terms of wastefulness with the ball, giving it away, sulking, head down, no enthusiasm. He has a long way to go before he gets back to anything that resembles a footballer. Elanga done okay, as well as he could, I suppose. But again, he's still young. I wouldn't be in a hurry to judge him too much. Yeah, and Sancho done okay when he came on. Got into some good positions. Stood 1-on-1 with Alexander-Arnold needs to do more. He tries to take on the player once the player reaches his own 18-yard box, where he should be doing it further out, and giving himself that chance to actually go at him one-on-one. Phil Jones, forgot Phil Jones. I wouldn't have took him off at half time. He was the only one that had a bit of heart in the first half. And Hannibal, when he came on, great to see a bit of fight, a bit of heart. Got stuck in, threw in a few tackles, but ultimately it was too late in the game. But they're the kind of players that I'd be playing from now on. But yeah, that wraps up another watch along. A pretty poor one as a United fan, but what more did we expect, really? I wasn't expecting much from a result, but I was expecting more of a performance, more heart, belief, especially going to Anfield. But again, this soft United team just doesn't deliver. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Please make sure you smash a like on the video if you're still here, and hit subscribe as well on the bottom right. We'll be doing more of these as the season goes on and into next season. We're going to be doing some Manchester United news and update videos as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.